I'll be honest, guys. My low is simply the fact that I did not get very good sleep last night. Like, I felt drowsy for like a little bit, and then like around after midnight, I just could not find myself to go back to sleep. Seriously, I must have been up for like 2.5 hours, just like not being able to fall asleep. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just hang on my computer for a little bit, see what happens, right? I actually got a few things done. I beat a Pokemon Emerald ROM on my computer. That was fun. I was able to do that. Oh, right. I've alluded to this. Actually, I've alluded to this before. But let me fix my shirt right there. There we go. But there's a program online called PK Hacks. Normally, you can actually use it to, like, create, obviously, competitively viable Pokemon and put them, like, and upload them, like, into your, Pokemon games. Be they on, like, the Nintendo DS or, at this point, it would be the Switch for Sword and Shield. But honestly, I just simply do it for, like, playing around with Pokemon ROMs. I have Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. So I just play around with those. Even though honestly I might as well just kept Fire Red and Emerald, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm like up at like at least 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's actually a really fun sort of thing to do. For the record, this is, my high is actually two things, and this is one of them. When you play on a ROM, especially, like, one for Pokemon Emerald, if you hold on to the space bar, you go, like, 10 times as fast. So, I got through Victory Road in the Elite Four in, like, a half an hour. It was pretty sweet. So, that was pretty cool. That's part of my high. My other high is, I don't want to name names, and I don't want to, like give away who this person is or the profession that they have. But last night, someone I know was feeling rather down on themselves. And they had said that they needed to be thankful that they're alive and should be more appreciative of, what they have going on for them. And so I just wrote a nice little note, to cheer them up, tell them that, this person has, and what they've done in a rather short amount of time, really helped out the community that I live in. And it's in a way that made everyone feel welcome. And during a time, well, by all accounts, we're still technically in that time, in which everyone is just at wit's end, or under a lot of stress due to COVID-19 and social distancing, not being able to see friends and loved ones. Believe me, I know that one, considering that, there was a 3-month period of time when I couldn't see my twin nephews. So, needless to say, my high yesterday, you know what? My high was beating Pokemon Emerald on a ROM for like the umpteenth time just because, like, I had nothing better to do. And my act of kindness was cheering this guy up. Oh, probably shouldn't have said the gender. Oh, I guess it's still rather ambiguous as to who. I mean, half the world is male, half the world is female. So even though he said this person happened to be a guy, doesn't necessarily narrow it down any. So, yeah. I cheered this person up. And honestly, I felt really good. And then I went to bed. Well, tried to. Didn't fall asleep until like almost 4. And I've been up since like not even 5:30. And it's almost 20 after 6 at the time of this recording. At the time of this point in the recording, I should say. I don't need no stinking sleep. Good morning and happy hump day, everybody. Right. So, one thing I can report is that it's actually going to, pick up in terms of temperature today. I heard it was going to be like in the 80s. That's going to be pretty cool. I mean, at this time, the sky is still kind of dark out. That may have to do with, clouds in the sky, perhaps. But as of right now, I'm optimistic. I mean, even if it's cloudy, at least it'll, be warm. So, that'll be nice. Wouldn't mind doing that. Right, I have to talk about America's Got Talent, don't I? So, I'll be honest. Every single one of these acts is going to be hard for me. It is so hard to determine who should move on. Like, we had 11 truly spectacular acts last night, and 3 of them were golden buzzers. How do you measure that level of awesomeness? You really can't, actually. I mean, you start off with, the Waffle Crew, and you end with one of the best singing performances ever. It is so up in the air as to who's going to go on to the finals next week. For next week, I mean, the results are going to be tonight, and I'm going to be going over that, tomorrow. Yeah, results are tonight, I'm going to be going over the results tomorrow. And hey, making another NFL pick. It's all sort of coming in together. Although, of course, scheduling has to be a complete butt. And, because next week they're going to probably do, the results of the finals. But I'm going to be watching The Masked Singer. Because they're going to be premiering The Masked Singer. Should be fun, though. I can't wait to watch The Masked Singer again. Well, let's be honest. They're going to do the finals results next Wednesday. A vast majority of it is, going to be keeping, everyone in suspense to the very end. As well as the fact, there's going to be performances from, past winners of America's Got Talent or just some of the best acts in general, probably throughout this season and seasons past. So, yeah. It is going to be hard letting go of this particular season of America's Got Talent. Because this is probably the first full season of just regular America's Got Talent that I have been able to successfully do my thoughts on from beginning to end. Because I don't know if anyone can actually remember this part, but back in 2019, for when they were airing season 14, I had to stop doing it because it was a combination of, it was around the time I was moving into my apartment, which at that point I didn't have any cable, as well as the fact that, with stuff like Toy Story 4 and other sort of movies that I was doing, I just couldn't keep up, pay attention to it all. So I had to count 86 doing that. In spite of the fact that we got a whirlwind of a season, solely due to the fact that, what has gone on in the entire world in 2020. This has been a very good season. Well, technically every season of America's Got Talent is good in its own right. But this is one I'm going to remember for probably the rest of my life. And if I don't, thankfully videos like this are going to be on the internet forever and ever and ever. Sorry, I had to make that joke. I absolutely had to make that joke. Honestly, whenever I think of that joke, I can't help but think of that one moment on Seinfeld where Jerry and Kramer are talking about, marriage, and, Kramer saying that, marriage is a prison. Like, and when she gets home, you get to talk about your day. That's every day. And you can forget about wherever you sit eating your dinner. No. You have to, right, I said it wrong. You get to sit at the dinner, and at dinner, you know what you do? You get to talk about your day. That's actually, again, poor ending, but great series overall. It's at least like an A out of like an A plus, I guess. So, yeah. Personally, though, I thought for me, that 70s show was had a better finale and overall series than Seinfeld, but then again, that sort of humor I can't really get. Honestly, the only reason why I even have watched Seinfeld at all, believe it or not, is because of my father. Yeah, I don't think I've really ever mentioned this before, but my father received his bachelor's from the University of Albany Business School. And he actually met a lot of the kinds of people that, if you watch like an episode of Seinfeld, like the main characters like George, and obviously, Jerry, and Elaine, and Kramer, my father knew people exactly like that going to college. He went to school with those people. He might still be friends with some of those people. I don't know. He does live around. That's actually one really major flaw of my family. And that's something that, even though my mother's criticized me for, she and like everyone else in my family is really much worse at this. They're actually very private people. And I know I really shouldn't be one to talk because, even though I've done videos for almost 1,000 days now, there's still things that, I haven't said. Partly because, I really, should keep these sorts of things to myself. And others are either, depressing, or it would just be TMI, and not in a good way. Actually, sometimes maybe even inappropriate. So I don't need to say that stuff. Because, I keep it legitimately genuine. I keep it wholesome. Children could be watching, And I'm just going to keep it that way. Actually, if children are watching, they're probably not going to be watching this when it first airs on YouTube or Facebook, because at this time of year, they're going to be working hard in school, whether they are in school or at home. Yeah. Again, this has been a crazy year, and it's only going to get crazier from here. Nothing really else that's, new to report. Although, as of today, I have now done videos for as many days as there are One Piece manga chapters. So, I was technically right. One Piece would make it to the 990s before me doing videos every day caught up with it. I kind of wish it made it to the 1000s, but it is what it is. Honestly, if COVID-19 has given us anything at all, and bear with me because there is a point to what I'm saying here, it's that it is a reminder, not a great reminder, but a reminder nonetheless, that life is never going to go your way. It's not. This year was supposed to be a year where I go back to the Switzerland and do the polar bear plunge when they first do it. My family and I were going to participate in the world's largest shamrock attempt. You know, we were going to go out for Easter brunch and Mother's Day brunch. You know, could not do a single thing of that. Nope. But it has given me some things. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that come about a week and a half from now. Man, that state of my being address is going to probably be one of the longest videos I do. Because I am going to have a lot to say. It might actually beat out the longest video I've done so far, which would be day... Hold on, I gotta do some math. I really have to do some math here. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Math. So... Hold on a second. Darn it. I did that wrong. 31 minus... Right, it was day 713. I should know that. Yeah. I actually just did the math there. It was day 713, which, feel free to look that up. It's on YouTube, as per every other day I've done videos is. So, yeah, day 713 is the longest video I've done. Would not be surprised if day 1000 coming up a week and a half from now ends up beating it in terms of length. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll have to see. But I am going to have quite a bit to say. I know that. Hey, now you have something to look forward to. Plus, it's going to be on a Saturday, so what better way to enjoy a Saturday? Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on the social platforms, summer vacation, YouTube. I am very humbly making this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful hump day. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I am always going to be here to lend an ear. And I will always most certainly have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.